Good morning, everyone. We will try our installation again. So if it is possible, I have uninstalled Java as well. So once we are good with my installation, if not possible, I will install in Bala's machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with Burpt. Please unzip this file before going to that. Please don't open zip file because that is compressed. Okay. So go into that files and install JDK. Probably this might take a minute or two. First install JDK before going to Burpt. So because Burp Suite is running on Java. And version 18 is working, but not the latest version. I'm not very sure what is the latest, but not 18. Yeah, next. It's just small, normal installation of Java. Today we will go into OS top 10 vulnerabilities and we will explore the vulnerability of injection. Okay, so injection is very important. Yeah, we'll go into that. Close. Yeah, it is installed now. Pub loaded.jar. Okay, it is taking automatically if I run that. See again, when I press on run, it is asking me for a license, and I will try to enter my license here. Okay, and just copying it from here, and I'm pressing enter. So here, once you are done, right? So it will ask for activate your license. So here are try manual activation. Okay, try manual activation. And then, yeah, now it is allowing for me, yeah, after uninstalling Java. So probably my key got registered within the Java libraries. I'm not very sure what is the underlying process there. So yesterday what I did was uninstalled Java so that my registration also wiped off from my machine. Yeah, that worked actually. Okay, cool. So I have to copy my request here. Okay, I have to copy my request, or else you can just, select everything and then you can press Control C. So here, you have to put this request, copy request, and then put this request in activation request. And automatically, based on this license and activation request, there will be text generated. Activation response will be generated. So press Control A and then copy that. Okay. So press Control A and copy that. Just paste it here, or else you can just press on paste. It will automatically paste it in the box. Okay. And I'm pressing next. Your license is successfully installed and activated, right? Your license is successfully installed and activated. Just press on finish. Bala, where at this point of time, where are you stuck?
Exactly
In
here
which
only. The
stage you are
license
stuck?
key asking, then
Ah,
just you have what you have to do, I
so
will do is okay then.
yeah, okay. You are not then you are not stuck at any point of time. I didn't really go to that phase, right? So that's okay. You can do that. Okay. So I will
Okay.
just so these are my old temp keys. I will just delete them. I don't want them. I will just go ahead with temporary project. So who's here? I'm in login. We'll try to answer whenever. Yeah, thank you, Sandhya. Okay, temporary project, and I will go where next. Or you can, create a new project. I never do that unless and until I'm doing it for, a web application that I'm continuously doing it for days and weeks. Then I will open that new project. Otherwise, I will go with the temporary project for temporary scans and all. Okay, so default to above in future and disable extensions. I don't want to disable extensions. Let the extensions be there. Okay, so start Burp Suite. So guys, first get familiar with this Burp Suite. Burp Suite is not that easy tool, if I could say, but as that is very important. Every interview you will have like 30 to 40% or nearly close to 50% of your interview questions on Burp Suite. Okay, that it is that important. Guys, please go on mute. Yeah, Bala, I'll mute you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that important this tool is. or else it's just a tool, other than it's just an automated tool. But if you inquire any web application penetration testing engineer, so he will be very proficient on Burp Suite. So that important this tool is. I'm stressing and telling you this. This is very important. So now you know what is proxy tab, right? So now you know what is proxy tab, what is intruder tab, and what is repeater tab. So yesterday we captured our traffic in the proxy. Okay, we captured our traffic in the proxy, and we send it to repeater. Okay, we send it to repeater. So in the repeater, we are sending a request, and we are watching the response. We are looking at the response at the same time. Okay, at the same place. And intruder, I told you, like, we can use intruder to attack. Okay, we can use intruder to attack automatically. I mean, if you are doing brute force, or if you want to give a sequence of numbers, etc., etc., or you have a payload set. Okay, you have a payload set and you have to give that. In that case, okay, in that case, we are not going to use repeater. Okay, in repeater you have to do it manually. But in intruder, you can give the file, you can give your set of payloads. Okay, give a set of payloads and tell the intruder to intrude. I mean, intruder to attack. Okay. So any doubts so far about this? This is a basic introduction of the tool, and we have seen installation also completed. So today we will go to the OS top 10. One second. Yeah. So actually the order has changed, but still injection is it's in the third place now. But still injection is one of the best. I mean, the what I like. I mean, uh, I could say the injection is one of the category of vulnerability which I like to explore more, and it really passionates me. All other vulnerabilities are pretty much easy to explore, exploit. Okay, and SSRF is also good. I like SSRF and CSRF, cross-site request forgery. Okay, it's not here, but yeah, it falls under security misconfiguration if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into that further. Okay. So here, this is very easy. You don't have to do anything cryptographic failures. So automated scans will scan it for you, and then there will be nothing much that you can do. But there is a lot for developers to do the remediation. So, but injection is a one place where you can exploit manually, and then you can get more details. Guys, what is the meaning of injection? What is the meaning of injection? Normal English meaning of injection. So here we have that syringe icon as well. So please answer. Meanwhile, I will just grab some water. Guys, what is normal meaning of injection? You go to a doctor, you get an
Normal
injection.
injection means
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
some
Please tell me.
some anti drugs is inflated
Yeah.
in body.
Yeah. Exactly. Injecting in body. That means
Injecting some, yes,
we
injecting some.
we are forcefully injecting. That means we are forcefully letting some other foreign bodies, let's say some other material, okay, some other material into our body. So here, if it is injection, if it is an injection, and if it is a medicine, it is for the cure, it is for the good purpose, right? It is for the good purpose. What if I'm injecting poison or drugs, or bad drugs for the matter, something like that? So that's for the bad purpose, right? So here you can correlate that with this example. Okay, correlate that with this example. So bad here, we are injecting something bad. So what we are injecting here, it's medicine. Okay, here it is medicine, but here we call it as payload. Okay, we call it as payload. So normally, what in many movies you might have heard about payload. What is payload, guys? What is payload? What is a payload? I told you, if I'm not wrong, what is a payload. We talked about that when we are talking about Metasploit, we talked about payloads, right? So payload is nothing but what we are taking inside. I mean, in this example of syringe, okay, in this example of syringe, here the payload is medicine. Okay, the payload is medicine. So here our payload will be a piece of code. Okay, here our payload will be a piece of code, which is malicious. I mean, intentionally we are going to inject bad input, bad input, and then we are trying to see the behavior, and we are trying to see the uh, how application is behaving for that, right? And going forward, injection. So what all languages or technology stack, technical stack that we have in a web application, guys? So web application, in a web application, what is the technology stack that we are using or currently being used? What is the tech stack? What is the tech stack of web applications? Normal, what language you see? HTML, okay, CSS, JS. Guys, if you guys don't communicate, it is very easy for me as well. Uh, yeah, Sandhya have an excuse that's acceptable, but others, please try to answer. Otherwise, I will just go ahead blindly. Yeah, okay. Uh, yeah, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the major technologies that are being used for the front end. So these are the languages that we use to communicate. I mean, these are the formats that we use in front end technologies, web application front end. So in the back end, what is a major technology that we are using? SQL. Okay, so SQL for back end. Okay, database servers only understand SQL. Application servers are uh, are serving HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? So likewise, let's say we can inject piece of HTML malicious code, CSS malicious code. Uh, these both are same for the matter. So JavaScript injection we can do, which we call it as XSS, cross-site scripting. So I will explain why this name. Here we are calling as HTML injection. HTML injection. If we are injecting piece of HTML code, I will explain where we are going to inject. Okay, so don't worry about it. Just understand. If we are injecting HTML code, piece of HTML code, it is called as HTML injection. CSS, both the same. Okay, HTML injection only we call it as. There is one more thing called within HTML. We have iframes. Iframe. Don't worry about the names. I'm going to explain each and everything. Okay. So this is iframe injection. Iframe injection. Okay. If I inject JavaScript is again logical programming language for front end. Okay, logical programming language for front end. So HTML and CSS are just your text and whatever the text you are displaying and the style you are displaying, cascading style sheets and hypertext markup language. Okay, the full form of HTML and CSS. So JS stands for JavaScript, right? So there are other technologies as well, but for an end user or for the public, you will mostly be seeing these three technologies only in the front end. In the back end, you will be seeing SQL, right? So going forward, yeah. Coming back to JavaScript injection, we can call JavaScript injection, but it have a specific name. That's it. Cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting. So I'm not a big fan of HTML injection and iframe injection, but I'm a very big fan of cross-site scripting because it is logical programming language, and this is just I mean the text and the styling of the text, but here the logics are being executed. So I'm more interested on cross-site scripting, right? So going forward in the backend we have SQL. Okay, SQL. So here, we if we inject SQL code, okay, if we inject SQL code, what is SQL, guys? Structured query language. So here we are querying something, okay, we are querying something. Why they called a structured query language means, so the data in this database, okay, data in any database, okay, data in any database, they have they are stored in tables. No, they are stored in table format. Okay, so data in database is stored in table format. So anytime you see any data in database, okay, they are stored in table format, just like serial number, name, roll number, marks, sub here it might be subject name, blah blah blah. Everything is stored in a table format. Any data for that matter. Okay, so even if you send some message to someone and you are storing that message, actually, WhatsApp, for example, WhatsApp don't store your data. Maybe Meta, Facebook, all the Meta apps store your data because anywhere you log in, you're getting your messages back, right? So that is they are storing your data. So those messages also are stored in table format. So guys, have you explored this SQL? What is it? W3 schools. I told you, right? Let me open this. So guys, here, please go through this HTML, CSS, and JavaScript basics, and SQL basics as well. So these are very basics, very basics. Every time I go into, I take trainings, I suggest people to explore HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and SQL. This is not so that you can become developers. Try to understand the logics, guys. Just try to understand the syntax and little bit of logics, so that you can understand how our payload is going there and executing at the other side, right? So if you don't know the logic, or if you don't know the syntax, you'll be very blank. Bala, what languages do you speak?
I mean, normal.
Yeah, normal languages. What languages do you speak?
Yeah, Telugu, English, Hindi.
Telugu, English, Hindi. So suddenly, if I come and speak with you in Malayalam, can you understand?
Sorry,
Yeah,
not.
no, right? No.
Yeah,
If I speak in Kannada, you can't understand.
no.
Similarly, if I talk with Aram in Telugu, he can't understand.
Yes,
Just because we are from Andhra, or we are from Telugu states, or from India. It doesn't matter. Everybody in this session should be understanding our language. No, it's not like that. But here similarly, try to just learn the syntax, learn the language little bit. Okay, we are little bit. I mean, well, like, can you understand Kannada little bit at least?
yes. Try. Because of situations, I will understand.
Because they're very, yeah, they're little bit similar, right? They're little bit
Yes.
similar, so that you can understand. So what I am telling here is, why I am explaining that is, so just try to understand how they are structured. I mean, by looking itself, you can tell me what is going here. Simple English only, guys. But it is this syntax. Okay, so why we use, please go through this W3 schools as much time as possible. I still didn't complete everything. I'm not a developer. Okay, I'm not a developer, but few things are there where you can study, where you can improve your knowledge, so that whenever you are doing security testing, right, you will get some payloads, or you will write payloads on your own. Okay, you will write payloads on your own. But in for that scenario, at least you should be aware of this texts. Okay, so if you go search for payloads, you will get payloads. Okay, let 1 second. Okay, SQL injection payload. Just open the first link from the GitHub itself. Okay, I want to open this text into the text. Yeah, I want this. Um, This open payload, auth bypass text. Okay. Here I have auth bypass. I just want this. These and all are payloads, guys. Please explore this. Okay. So this is each one is a payload here. Okay, I will explain this. Don't worry about this. So you don't have to build any payload, but at least you have to be in a situation to understand this payload. So that I request you guys. Okay, I request you guys to go through the basics first. So there was a question by Bala, if I'm not wrong. Do we have to know the coding, right? So absolutely not. But explore coding. Nothing wrong having that knowledge. Automated tools can do your job, but try to gain knowledge on manual testing as well, so that you will be, you know, outstanding of all your employees. Okay, so if you have that knowledge, even to tell automated tools to what to do, so that is what I'm expecting from this course, right? So you understand the manual testing, and it will become very, very, very easy to understand are doing automated testing. Okay, these and all are payloads actually. All are payloads. Okay, we'll go with a little basics here. Okay, little basics here, and then we'll explore a few applications as well. Okay, so I'm explaining basics of SQL here. Here, select all. What I said, how the data is being stored in a database. It is stored in table format, just like this one. One second, let me show you. There is any table. Yeah, okay. Let's try it ourselves. Huh. See here, just don't worry about anything. This is a table of records. There are 91 records. It is giving customer ID. Okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, so long. Customer name, you know what is customer name. Contact name. Okay, here they're putting some other field, contact name, their address, their city, their postal code, country. So anywhere the details or your messages or any data will be stored in this format only. Okay, in any database, your data will be stored in this format, in this format, right? So similarly, let's go to the previous page. Here, select star from customers means just read this asterisk as this is a wild card. We say it as wild card. Okay, wild card asterisk as a wild card. So you can read this. Select everything. Select all from customers. Okay, select all from customers. When I run this query, it is selecting the whole table. The table name is customers. Okay, so from customers. So read this now. Select all from customers. Read along with me. Select all from customers, right? So now you can understand. Okay, now for me, display the whole. Okay, for me, display the whole customer table. Now you can understand, right? So this is as simple as that. This is as simple as that. Now again, let's go to next example. So here, what you should be filling. So just try it yourself, guys. So insert the message statement. Okay, here itself they are giving the answer as well. Select all from customers and you submit the answer here. Do little exercise like this. Okay. So that's a just introduction to get get a full whole table. Okay. Here again, SQL select the same thing. Let's go with where. Okay. Read this, and then let me know what will happen if I run this query. Select, read this command, Bala.
Select all customers from all customers.
From, okay, the whole command. Read the whole command, whole query.
Where country Mexico.
What is that meaning? What is the meaning of that? What does that mean?
Yeah, they're asking the Mexico country custom all customers.
Okay, so in the customer table, okay, select all
We have to
customers
select the
from the
Mexico
customer
country
table.
customer.
It will only display where country equal to Mexico. Okay, where country equal to Mexico. Yeah, good guys. See here, run SQL. Okay. So if you see here, it is selecting only few customers. Doesn't matter what is the order of customer ID. It is selecting all the customers where country equal to Mexico, right? Where my country equal to Mexico. So these two are the most important for the hacking. These are conditions and are conditions and are conditions for you guys. So for example here, one second, my system is hanging a little bit. Yeah. So read this command and let me know.
From customers column in the from
Yeah.
customers table in the column country, it only selects the Spain and customer's
Yeah.
name should be like G percentage.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here itself they are explaining. So if you want to return all customers from Spain and letters starting with G, okay. So here letters starting with G, it is going to pull for us. And here there I said you two conditional statements. If there is and involved, I mean, if statement one and statement two is there, and if I want to involve and, if I'm involving and, so both the statements to be true to become true. Okay, I'm telling you, please note this point. Okay, if both the statements, I mean, the statement one and statement two is true, then this is going to be true. Okay, our condition one is true and condition two is true, then this is going to be the whole condition or whole statement is going to be true. If any one is false, okay, statement one is false and statement two is true. Okay, so this is going to be false. If this is true, this is false, this is going to be false, both are false, then this is obviously going to be false. Understand this? Do you guys understand this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what I'm telling means, uh, for example, okay, let's take this example itself. Uh, Country equal to Spain. Okay, it should be true. And customer name, like that means starting with G, letter G. So or else you can also pull like this. Maybe what is there in the table? Uh, city, country, city equal to Berlin. I will just put city equal to Berlin. Okay, I want to try it myself. Here instead of country, I'll just put city. So this is case sensitive actually. So I'm not very sure I'm putting correct characters on. City equal to Berlin. So it actually checks the case, this cases as well, whether it's uppercase or lowercase as well. So be careful on that. Just a heads up. Okay, and I am closing this, and I'm taking my time. Might take a second or two. Yeah. So I got zero records for this. Why, guys? Why?
There is no error in the command.
No, there is no error with the command. Actually, if there is any error, it will
Because
show the error actually.
Sorry,
So in the
in the Spain country there are no city Berlin.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. In the table, in our table customers, there is no such record where both our conditions are going to be satisfied, right? Our country equal to Spain and city equal to Berlin. There is no such uh, you know, no such table or record to satisfy this command. What I will just say is I will change this to or. Okay, or now it will show me either of one of my statements or my condition should be true. Okay, anything. So here I told you, if any one is false, it is going to be false, right? But here in our statement, our condition, if any one is true, then it is going to be true. Okay, so true and true, it is going to be true. True and false, I mean true or false, it is going to be true. Our statement is going to be true. Okay, it is going to be true. And false and false, sorry, false or false, it is going to be false. Only this condition, it is going to be false. Here, when only true and true, it is going to be true in and statement. So here, everything should be true for become true. Here, everything should be false to become false in our statement. Or city equal to Berlin. So here, if you can see, okay, city equal to Berlin. Country is something else. I am not worried about this. Any one is true, and country can be anything. Okay, country can be anything. So here, similarly, city equal to Madrid, and country equal to Spain. Here, Madrid is not in our query, but Spain is in our query, right? Spain is in our query. Similarly, play around with SQL queries, and actually this or I mean this whole condition is will be either 0 or 1. Okay, if this is satisfied, it will return in SQL. This is a feature and that's a disadvantage as well. Okay, I will explain the feature first. Okay, once this is satisfied, it will return either 0 or 1. 0 for false and 1 for true. Here, actually, this whole entry, right? This whole entry for country Berlin. Okay, sorry. For city Berlin, it is returning 1. Okay, it is returning 1 here. It is returning 1. It's not. Yeah. For city Berlin, it is returning. It is going to return 0 because I'm looking for country Spain, right? I'm looking for country Spain. So 0 true or false. What is a end statement? True or false. One statement is true, one statement is false, and I'm linking that with or. So what will be my uh,
True.
right? Exactly. So this is true. That is why we are getting this whole record. Okay, that is why we are getting this whole record. Understand? If both are false, uh, then then I will get the whole table itself. Or else no, if both are false, I am not getting any record for the matter. I'm sorry, I confuse you. So if both are false, I will not get that record. If everything is false on every record, on every column of this, every row of this table, okay, every row of this table, I mean, country is also not Berlin, country is also not Spain, sorry, city is also not Berlin, and country is not Spain. So likewise, earlier we didn't get that, right? So just let's say I will just put some random value, city equal to Kamal, country equal to Naveen. So what I'm expecting here, what will be my result?
False statement.
False statement. Exactly. What will be my output
False.
if I run this SQL query?
There is no
No, it
records.
will not show you for true or false. There will be no records, right? There will be no record at all because there is no such record where country equal to Naveen and city equal to Kamal. Okay. So also, Sanjay, your thought process was correct when you said, command might be wrong. Our query might be wrong. Yeah, sometimes it is. So it will show you error or it will give you wrong output. So you have to troubleshoot that, right? So let's give some wrong command and see what it will give. Okay, let's give like this. Run. Syntax is a missing operator in query expression ze- zero. Sorry, O, right? So it will get you will get something like this. If you are not getting your output, If you're not getting any error like this, there is a worst case scenario. You have to troubleshoot that why you are not getting any output or any error. So in a different way, right? Now you understand? Any doubts so far? So please explore at least home in SQL select where and or if possible update delete. There is one more concept. Yeah, as I see that there is one more concept called CRUD, not CURD. We call it as CRUD, or else people will say CRUD. So this is create, read, update, delete. So give me one example for each quickly. Not very critical. Yeah, please quickly. Create, read, update, delete. So maybe let us talk about this table. Okay, let's talk about this table. So now explain me how you can correlate that CRUD with this table. Guys, how you can update, how you can create, how you can, create means just as simple as that, creating this table, okay, putting all these records and then creating this table. If you want to read it, just now we actually did read operation right now. Okay, we actually did read operation now. So if you want to create it, you can put some details as well. Please go through this. Okay, please go through this. And if you want to update it, okay, so creating is one time process while you create this table. So if you are putting some value, if you are adding some value to that, or you're adding any record to that, okay, if you are adding any row or column, or if you're updating within the column, let's say uh, lately I have been noticed that this guy, okay, Aaron or Har, so what is this? Okay, Alfred is not from Germany and he's from United States or United Kingdom. Okay, so then I have to go ahead and update this record. Okay, I have to go ahead and update this record, Germany to United States or United Kingdom, whatever it is. Okay, so delete. So Alfred's Alfred is not my customer anymore. So I want to remove him. So that's an example of deleting here. Okay, reading. We just did read. Okay, creating is a one-time process which we do in the beginning, right? Any doubt so far on the create, read, update, and delete? Please go through all of this. Please go through all of this, and then we will circle back again and I will explain the payloads as well. Please don't worry about that. But I need your efforts as well here. Okay. So going back, let us talk about web application technologies. Okay, web applications a little bit. Now it's completely your turn. The next 5 minutes is yours, guys. Let us open any one application. Let's say flipkart.com. Flipkart.com. Okay. Ha, excellent. So by looking, can you tell me whether this page is login or I have to log in into this page? Yes, do you have to call your name something like typical college lecturer or school teacher? Please be matured and then unmute yourself to answer. Is this page logged in or not? This simple Flipkart application. Is this page logged in or not?
Not live.
Yeah, just for telling that you 1 minute, guys. others as well. At least Bala unmuted himself and told the answer. Please, next 5 minutes is yours. There will be a lot of questions coming here. Okay. So, is this page will be same even after login and then log out as well? Will this page be same? Of course not. This cart and all will change, and whatever is assigned to your cart, whatever is assigned to your cart will be visible here. So, guys, I am also adding a few things to cart. Bala will also add few things to cart. Sandhya will add few things to cart. Naveen will add few things. Aram will add few things. Am I able to see? Am I able to see Naveen's cart or Bala's cart?
No chance.
No chance. What do you think? How they have configured this? What do you think? Just your thoughts. What will be the logic here in the backend? So firstly, if I want to see my stuff, I have to log in. Okay, I have to log in. Huh? Okay, I have to log in. So there will be very big tables, not just like the customer tables that I have showed you, that I have show you. Uh, there will be very big tables. First things first, your serial number. I'm sorry. Uh, don't worry about my drawing. Okay. Maybe your customer ID called the CID. Okay, customer name, C name, uh, username, uname, password. Okay, so everything will be stored in these tables. Okay, so when you register your username. Okay, let's say Bala is a username and Bala @123 is a password. Okay, username and password will come here and then store in the table when you register. So that's a different logic. Okay, so here are we updating or creating this table? We are
No.
updating the table. We already have the table and we are updating this table. Okay, in that CRUD you have to remember this topic all the time. So we are not creating for the first time. Okay, this table is already there and this guy is registering. Bala is registering and your details are coming and storing here. Okay, see name Balakrishna, the full name it will store. They will give one random customer ID, random ID they will give. Okay, random ID they will give, and all these details will be filled on this table. There might be more columns as well. Uh, for example, what else about your address? There will be more columns. Any data that you want to store, they want to store about you, right? So they will store your details, maybe mobile number, okay, your browser cache, everything will be stored in the database like this. Uh, yeah. So in this case, if Bala is trying to log in, okay, he is pressing on login button. He's pressing on login button. Maybe new customer. No, I have to log in. I pressed on login. So it is asking me for entering mobile number or email address, and I'm requesting OTP. So this is multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication, we call it as. Okay, so anything more than one-factor authentication is multi-factor authentication. So this is another concept. I will introduce it here itself as we going across the topic. So have you ever noticed and after even entering your password, it will ask for a OTP?
Sure.
No.
Yeah. No, no. Even after entering the password, sometimes it will ask you for the OTP. So that is there you are using two factors. Okay. One is your username and password, uname and password, and the second one is you know the OTP. Okay. Second one
Yeah,
is OTP.
sometimes for the Gmail and bank transactions.
So we call it as it is two-factor authentication. And also there are some authenticator apps, which will you have to go ahead, press some button in there, okay, to accept this request. So normally, for example, you log in into Google, okay. that it will give a different number to accept in another device, right? This is one more layer of adding security. This is just one more layer of adding security, which we are calling as multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor, uh, multi-factor or multi-factor authentication. Okay, so this is one more layer of security. So we are going to suggest any application as a penetration testing engineer or a security engineer. Okay, we are going to suggest multi-factor authentication. At least two factors should be there. One is username and password and OTP, or else username and password and biometric authentication. So etc. etc. So as many ways as possible, that much secure it will be. So again, uh, there is one more principle called KISS principle, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Actually, this is a principle, guys, in security. Keep it simple, secure. We, we call it as KISS principle. Okay, so we call it as KISS principle. Keep it simple, secure. So it has to be secure. Along with that, it has to be simple as well. So let's say nowadays, every place they are requesting for at least minimum 8 character length, one small case, one large case, one special character, one number at least, minimum, right? So what if they ask for 16 characters, 20 characters, 20 character length? Actually, 20 character length is very secure, and it is very tough to do brute forcing on 20 character length. Okay, so it is very tough to do that. Even computers will exhaust trying brute forcing. So it has to be simple. Maybe 6 letters or 8 letters are fine. One special case, one small case, one uppercase is fine. Okay, so keep it simple, secure. Okay, so that's another principle. Going back again, back again. Yeah, from passwords we went to something else. Huh. From SQL we went to something else. From tables we went to something else. No worries. We will learn a lot. Okay, so here this multi-factor authentication. Here we are doing. This is not asking for. This is two-factor, but it's secure way. So they are keeping it simple, simple, stupid. Okay, simple, secure. Okay. Uh, yeah. So here I have to give my mobile number. So number lock, yeah, 891126020. Right. I'm requesting OTP. Requesting OTP, and this OTP. Who is generating this OTP? Just think, who is generating this OTP? Okay, and I'm pressing verify here. Who is generating this OTP again? So you have to
SQL,
imagine everything. Sorry.
SQL
Uh,
database.
Not SQL exactly. So there will be an OTP generating server, or any service they might have. They might be using any third party service. Okay, the third party service, just like I will explain you that with a diagram. Okay, so when you log in by giving mobile number. Okay, I press on login button. So this request will go to my Flipkart server. Maybe my Flipkart server itself is generating this OTP. Okay, Flipkart server itself is generating this OTP, and it will give. Sorry, it is giving to my mobile. So from this mobile, I'm entering here. Again, if I'm entering this correct OTP, this has to validate this one with this one, right? This one with this one. So far it will not wait for generating other OTPs. It will straight away will be processing other requests as well. Okay, this OTP generating service will be, if I press OTP, and then whether it will be waiting for me to get validated. No, it will never. So it will store this record in backend server. Okay, It will store this record in backend server. Okay, Kamal requested this OTP. So this OTP I have provided. One second. Yeah, this OTP I have provided. So now once my request comes here with the OTP, my server will compare this OTP with this OTP in the database, right? So similarly, actually, I have opened this Flipkart. I'm explaining all the OTP stuff. Otherwise, it will be stored like this. I told you, right? So your username and password while you register, it will be stored. Bala is username. Bala at 123 is a password. Okay. So this will be stored. So it will directly, it will not generate any password at on time, on the go, and it will compare. So just because I have opened Flipkart, there the authentication method is different. I have explained that. So coming back here, regularly, if you're authenticating via username and password, so via username and password, uh, this here, Bala will come into picture. Okay, now how I have to read this data or compare this data? Select all from this table, let's say user, okay, not username. The whole table name is user. Let's assume like this, our customer table. Okay, from user, where uname equal to Bala, whether I have to use or and what can I use here? Username equal to Bala and password equal to Bala at the rate 123, or username equal to Bala or password equal to Bala at the rate 123. Which one will be correct?
And
Exactly. Why and Bala?
or both are same user.
No, both are same users is correct. You said the correct answer, but your thought process is wrong. No worries, I will explain you. Okay, here uname equal to Bala and password equal to Bala 123. Let's assume like this. Uname equal to Bala or pass equal to Bala 123. So can you tell me what is drawback and advantage of these two comments here? Just think. So think like a hacker, guys. Now, from now onwards, you are thinking like a hacker, right? Okay, how you can leverage this and or here?
When you use the and the username and password is a more linked with inter betweens.
Okay. So what happens if I give wrong password here? So let's say I'm giving Kamal at the rate 123.
There is no store in not equal. The username is not
Kamal at the
stored
rate
in the same
123.
password.
Okay. Okay. It is not stored in the same, you know. So it will go check username equal to Bala. Okay, it is there. And password equal to Kamal 123. Now, in our second scenario. So
It's
for
not
and
taking.
case, it will not execute. For our case, it will execute, right?
Yes,
So that is what I'm expecting from you guys. Okay. So what is happening here means in this case, Bala and Kamal will execute. Actually, this will become true. The whole statement will become true. Okay. So here it will become false. In this case, if I enter Bala and Kamal 123, if it is programmed this way, it will accept any password. If my you know this is true, this is true, this will become the whole statement will become true. I just need the username. If I have username, getting username is very simple. Passwords are hidden, but not usernames. Most of the times, your usernames will be your names, your first name, second name, something like that. You can easily figure out what is the username. But figuring out password is very difficult because it is stored everywhere in encrypted hashing. Everything will be done, and then it will be stored there. Okay. So here, once again, was the time? Yeah, we're running out of time. We have 4 minutes. Yeah. No worries. Mm, in this case, in this case, I can give anything as password. Is this advantage or disadvantage, guys?
with our disadvantage. Advantage to hackers.
Advantage to hackers, yeah, you are right. It is advantage, but to hackers, not for the owners. So we as a security engineers, if you find some flaws like that, okay, some flaws like that, we are going to, okay, we are going to tell the owners to modify that, tell the owners to remediate that. So this is very basic example. There is a lot in depth here. I will start with SQL injection tomorrow. Practically, we will exploit few applications, few texting application. Before that, please go through this. Please go through this W3 schools, W3 schools, and explore at least SQL injection and HTML. Okay, leave about CSS for now. So SQL injection, sorry, just SQL, just SQL tutorials. You can find it here in the upper column, upper row, and then HTML in this header. So please go through this. Very simple. HTML is very simple. At least SQL, you have to put some logic. You have to use your brain. But in HTML, it's nothing. It's just like you're learning another language. Bala, you know Telugu. It is just like you are learning Tamil. So you know how what to talk. Then you will be knowing how to learn, right? So if you want to ask some water, tanni kodunga. Okay, that is Tamil. So how to ask water in Telugu, but you don't know how to ask in Tamil. But you know this sign languages, right? So it will be something like that. Okay. So yeah, please go through HTML as well. So I will explain you HTML. I will give introduction to you. And for example, this is HTML. This is HTML code for this page. To display this page, this is the whole HTML. So this I can just right click and click inspect. Uh, where is that? Yeah, inspect here. Or else I can press Control Shift I. Okay, that will give me this all this HTML code. Okay, how this button is being. I will just press inspect again. So see, so this button is designed like this. A class equal to W3 left, blah blah blah, href. So all this tags you learn about this you know this syntax of HTML. It's very straightforward language. This is the easiest language in our front end. I mean, in IT industry itself, no logic involved. It's just the language. And also there's saying it's not a programming language. It's a markup language. Just very similar to our language, like Telugu, English, or Hindi, whatever it is. Yeah. So guys, it's all about introduction to SQL. Okay, introduction to SQL. Tomorrow we will do actual SQL injection, and we will leverage this disadvantages, and then we will attack some web pages in live for testing applications only. We are not doing any attacking on live applications. Okay, cool. See you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.